Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daily English Listening, the podcast that helps you speak English with confidence, one conversation at a time. I'm your host, Emma.
And I'm Liam. Hi, Emma. Hi, everyone out there. It's so good to be with you today.
Hi, Liam. You know what day it is today?
Let me think. It's Thursday?
Yes, it's Thursday. And you know what that means?
Oh, I know. Thursday means Friday is tomorrow, and Friday means the weekend is almost here.
Exactly. The weekend is coming. And that's why today's topic is perfect. We're going to talk about how to describe your weekend in English.
Oh, I love this topic. Everyone loves talking about their weekend. What did you do? Where did you go? Was it fun?
Yes. After the weekend, on Monday morning, colleagues ask each other, "How was your weekend?" Friends ask, "Did you do anything fun?"
And if you can answer confidently in English, you can have a real conversation. You can connect with people.
So today, we're going to learn exactly how to talk about your weekend. What you did, where you went, who you met, and how you felt.
By the end of this episode, you'll be able to answer the question, how was your weekend? Like a native speaker.
But before we start, everyone please hit that subscribe button for daily English listening. It really helps us reach more learners.
And click the like button too. It tells us that you want more conversation practice episodes. Okay, Emma, let's dive in. Why is talking about the weekend so important?
Great question. Think about it. In many cultures, Monday morning conversation always starts with the weekend. It's a way to connect, to share, to build friendships.
That's true. When someone asks about your weekend, they're showing interest in you. They want to know about your life outside of work or school.
And if you can answer well, the conversation can continue naturally. "Oh, you went to the beach. I love the beach. Which beach did you go to?"
See? One question leads to another, and suddenly you're having a real conversation in English.
So let's start with the most basic question. How do people ask about the weekend?
The most common question is, how was your weekend? Simple and easy.
Let's all practice that together. Listeners, repeat after Liam. How was your weekend?
How was your weekend?
Great. Another way to ask, did you have a good weekend?
Did you have a good weekend?
Or, what did you do this weekend?
What did you do this weekend?
Perfect. Now, let's learn how to answer these questions. The simplest answer is, it was good, or it was nice.
Repeat after me. It was good.
It was nice.
It was relaxing.
It was busy.
It was fun.
These are all simple one-word answers. But if you want to have a real conversation, you need to add more details.
Yes. So after you say, it was good, you can add what you did. For example, it was good. I stayed home and relaxed.
Let's practice that. Repeat after Liam. It was good. I stayed home and relaxed.
It was good. I stayed home and relaxed.
Another example. It was fun. I went out with friends.
It was fun. I went out with friends.
It was busy. I cleaned my house and did laundry.
It was busy. I cleaned my house and did laundry.
See how that works? Simple sentence plus extra information. Now you're having a conversation.
Now let's learn some specific activities that people do on weekends. This will help you describe your weekend.
First, many people like to relax on weekends. What are some relaxing activities, Liam?
I watched a movie. Repeat after me. I watched a movie.
I read a book.
I listened to music.
I slept in. That means you woke up late.
Oh, I love sleeping in. I slept in until 10 o'clock.
Nice. Now, some people like to go out on weekends. I went to a restaurant.
I went to the cinema.
I went shopping.
I visited my friends.
I went for a walk in the park.
Great. And some people like adventure on weekends. I went hiking.
I went to the beach.
I traveled to another city.
I went to a concert.
Wonderful. Now, listeners, think about your last weekend. Which of these activities did you do? Say it in your head.
Now, here's an important grammar point. When we talk about the weekend, we use past tense because the weekend is over.
Yes. So we say I watched, not I watch. I went, not I go. I ate, not I eat.
Let's practice some common past tense verbs. Repeat after me.
Go arrow went. I went to the park.
Eat arrow ate. I ate pizza.
See arrow saw. I saw my friends.
Have to had. I had a great time.
Do to did. I did nothing. That's okay too.
Ha 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 ha. Sometimes doing nothing is the best. Now let's practice a longer answer. I'll ask a question, and Liam will answer. Listen carefully.
Emma, how was your weekend?
It was really nice, thanks for asking. On Saturday, I slept in until 9 o'clock. Then, I made breakfast and watched a movie at home. In the evening, I went to dinner with my sister at an Italian restaurant. The food was delicious. On Sunday, I woke up early and went for a walk in the park. The weather was beautiful. Then I read my book and relaxed at home. It was a perfect weekend.
Wow, Emma. That sounds like a wonderful weekend. And did you notice all the past tense verbs she used? Slept, made, watched, went, woke, read. All past tense.
Yes. And I added details about where I went, who I was with, and how I felt. That's what makes a conversation interesting.
Now let's try a different answer. Emma, ask me about my weekend.
Okay. Liam, how was your weekend?
To be honest, my weekend was quite busy. On Saturday morning, I cleaned my apartment and did laundry. In the afternoon, I went grocery shopping. Then in the evening, some friends came over and we watched a football game together. It was fun. On Sunday, I woke up early and went for a long bike ride. The weather was perfect. Then I visited my parents and had dinner with them. I came home late and was very tired, but it was a good weekend.
Great answer, Liam. So we had two different weekends. Emma's was relaxing, Liam's was busy. Both are good.
Now it's your turn, listeners. Let's practice together. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer in your head. Ready?
How was your weekend?
Think about it. What did you do? Where did you go? Who were you with? How did you feel?
Now try to make one sentence. For example, on Saturday, I went to the movies with my friend.
Great. Now try two sentences. On Saturday, I went to the movies with my friend. The movie was really good.
Perfect. Now try three sentences. On Saturday, I went to the movies with my friend. The movie was really good. After the movie, we ate pizza together.
See how you can build your answer step by step? Start with one sentence, then add more.
Now here's a try this at home exercise for you. This weekend, when you do things, pay attention. Say to yourself in English, "Today I am going to the park." Then on Monday, you can say, "On Saturday, I went to the park."
That's brilliant. You practice present tense during the weekend and past tense after the weekend. Double practice.
Now let's learn some questions you can ask other people about their weekend. Because conversation is two ways.
Great point. After someone tells you about their weekend, you can ask follow-up questions. This shows you're interested.
If someone says, "I went to a restaurant," you can ask, "Oh, which restaurant?" Or, "What did you eat?"
If someone says, I watched a movie, you can ask, what movie did you watch? Or, did you like it?
If someone says, "I visited my family," you can ask, "That's nice. How is your family?"
If someone says, I went hiking, you can ask, where did you go hiking? Or, was the weather good?
Let's practice these follow-up questions. Repeat after me.
Which restaurant did you go to?
What did you eat?
What movie did you watch?
Did you like it?
Where did you go?
Who did you go with?
Was it fun?
Did you have a good time?
Perfect. Now you can keep a conversation going for a long time.
Now here's a mini story for you. This is about my student, Carlos.
Ooh, I love Carlos stories. What happened?
So Carlos was learning English for about 6 months. He knew many words, but he was shy to speak. One Monday morning, his colleague at work asked him, "Hey Carlos, how was your weekend?"
What did Carlos say?
Carlos wanted to say something interesting, but he got nervous. He just said, "It was good." And then, silence. His colleague smiled and walked away.
Oh no, that's the end of the conversation?
Yes, Carlos felt so sad. He knew more English, but he didn't use it. So that day, he came to me and said, Emma, I need help. I want to have real conversations.
What did you tell him?
I taught him exactly what we're teaching today. I said, Carlos, after it was good, add one more sentence. Just one.
Simple but powerful.
So the next Monday, his colleague asked again, How was your weekend? Carlos took a deep breath and said, It was good. I went to the beach with my family.
And what happened?
His colleague's eyes lit up. Oh, the beach! Which beach? Was the water warm? The conversation continued for 5 more minutes.
That's amazing. One extra sentence changed everything.
Carlos was so happy. Now he always adds one more sentence. Sometimes two. He's become much more confident.
So listeners, remember, Carlos, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to add one more sentence.
Now, let's practice some full conversations together. I'll be person A. Liam will be person B. Listen carefully to how the conversation flows.
Ready when you are, Emma.
Hi, Liam. How was your weekend?
It was really good, thanks. I went hiking with some friends on Saturday.
Oh, nice. Where did you go hiking?
We went to Blue Mountain. The views were amazing.
Wow, I love Blue Mountain. Was it crowded?
A little bit, but we went early in the morning, so it was okay. What about you? How was your weekend?
Mine was pretty relaxing. I stayed home on Saturday and read a book. Then on Sunday, I went to a cafe with my sister.
That sounds lovely. Which cafe did you go to?
A new one downtown called Sunshine Cafe. They have the best coffee.
I've heard about that place. I want to try it sometime.
You should. Maybe we can go together next weekend?
That would be great. Let's do that.
Perfect. So, see how natural that conversation was? We asked questions, we shared details, and we even made plans for next weekend.
That's exactly how real conversations work. They flow back and forth like a dance.
Now, let's practice a conversation where the weekend was not so good, because sometimes weekends are boring or disappointing.
Good point. Not every weekend is amazing, and that's okay to share too.
Liam, how was your weekend?
To be honest, it was a bit boring. I stayed home the whole time because I was feeling tired.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Were you sick?
No, not sick. Just tired from work. I watched some TV and slept a lot.
Sometimes that's what we need. Rest is important too.
That's true. I feel much better now. What about you? How was your weekend?
Mine was okay. Nothing special. I did some cleaning and cooked a few meals for the week.
Productive. That's good. At least you're prepared for the week.
Exactly. So even a boring weekend can be a good conversation. You can talk about feeling tired, resting, or being productive.
Now, listeners, let's practice with some try this at home exercises. I want you to imagine different weekends and practice answering.
Exercise number 1. Imagine you had a relaxing weekend. You stayed home, watched movies, and read books. How would you answer?
Think about it. Say it in your head. It was relaxing. I stayed home and watched movies.
Great. Now add one more detail. I watched 2 movies. One was a comedy, and it was really funny.
Perfect. Exercise number 2. Imagine you went out with friends. You went to a restaurant and then to a park. How would you answer?
It was fun. I went out with friends on Saturday. We went to a restaurant and then walked in the park.
Excellent. Now add a detail about the food. The food at the restaurant was delicious. I had pizza.
Wonderful. Exercise number 3. Imagine you traveled to another city. How would you answer?
It was exciting. I traveled to Chicago for the weekend. I visited museums and tried new food.
Now add a detail about what you saw. The art museum was amazing. I saw paintings by famous artists.
Fantastic. You're all getting so good at this.
Now, here are some practical tips to apply every week.
Tip number 1. On Sunday night, take 2 minutes to think about your weekend in English. What did you do? Who did you see? How did you feel?
Tip number 2. Practice answering the question out loud. Don't just think it, say it. My weekend was good. I went to the park.
Tip number 3. Learn 3 new weekend activity words every week. This week, maybe hiking, barbecue, and concert.
Tip number 4. When someone tells you about their weekend, practice asking one follow-up question. Oh, really? How was that?
Tip number 5. Don't worry if your weekend was simple. Simple is okay. I stayed home and relaxed is a perfect answer.
Tip number 6. Record yourself on Sunday night. Just 1 minute talking about your weekend. Then listen on Monday morning before work or school.
That's a great tip. You'll be ready for any "How was your weekend?" questions.
Now let's review all the key sentences we learned today. Repeat after me one last time.
How was your weekend?
Did you have a good weekend?
What did you do this weekend?
It was good.
It was relaxing.
It was busy.
It was fun.
I stayed home.
I went out with friends.
I watched a movie.
I went to a restaurant.
I visited my family.
I went hiking.
I traveled to another city.
The weather was beautiful.
The food was delicious.
I had a great time.
Wonderful job, everyone! You now have all the tools to talk about your weekend like a pro.
I'm so proud of all our listeners. You're working hard, and it shows.
Now, here's your challenge for this week. This coming Monday, when someone asks you, "How was your weekend?" I want you to add one extra sentence.
Just one. It was good. I went to the park. That's all it takes to start a real conversation.
And if you want extra practice, come to the comments below and tell us about your weekend.
Yes. Write, "My weekend was blank, I blank." We would love to read your answers.
For example, my weekend was relaxing. I stayed home and watched movies. Or, my weekend was fun. I went to the beach with my friends.
We read every comment, and it makes us so happy to see you practicing.
Don't forget to subscribe to Daily English Listening for more conversation practice episodes.
Hit that like button if this episode helped you, and share it with a friend who's learning English.
Thank you so much for listening today. We know you're busy, and we're grateful for your time.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every conversation makes you better.
We'll be back soon with another fun episode. Until next time,
Take care, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon.
goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.